in the second round, taking on the Brooklyn Nets, who were second. They were second in our thing, like it says there. So far we have taken on the third team, which I said we should above going into the last little stretch of the season. That three. But anyways, yeah, Brooklyn. I think we. Depending on here, this is a very interesting series. Boston and Chicago. Chicago bringing Boston the distance. I am kind of rooting for Chicago to win because I would rather play the 8 seed rather than the first seed. I think that makes sense. And then on the exact opposite side, the exact same thing. Dallas Mavericks, the number 1 seed, taking on the Oklahoma City Thunder. And Oklahoma City giving them a run for their money too, so it is really up. It's really anyone's game. Let's advance it up to end of the day, and we're gonna be taking on the Nets. So let's see who moved on. Oklahoma City beats Dallas in the West. All right, so Spurs versus the Thunder, 4 versus 8, and then we got the Phoenix Suns versus the Memphis Grizzlies, 2 versus 3. In the Eastern Conference, Boston won their matchup against Chicago. And they will be taking on the Hawks. So 1 versus 4. And then obviously us, the Hornets, taking on the fucking lowly Brooklyn Nets. They're not. Oh, come on. It's not that bad. Come on. Come on. It's not going to be that bad. It's not going to be that bad. And you know what? Let's get on into this game. Alrighty, boys and girls, here we are. We're in New York, playing against the Brooklyn Nets, looking to come and take off a win here in the Barclays Center. This is not going to be an easy matchup. These Nets definitely way better than the 76ers that we were up against. So this could be a very rough series for us. Like, this is no joke. Could be a very rough series. But I think if our team plays the way I know they can, we should walk away with the W. But without further ado, let's get right on into the game. Home court advantage A. So we played the 76ers, and they had home court advantage of an A+, and we walked away with a pretty close-knit win, but still a win nonetheless. Van Fleet is going to start us off here following the tip-off win by Adams. Adams now with it. Over to Monk. Monk pump fakes. Screen, drives the rim. Fade away, rim and out. Adams with the rebound, jumps it on up and lays it up for 2 points. Charlotte now with the first points here in the game. Durant's going to inbound it to Irving. Irving over to Durant. Trying to drive the rim. Pulling up and laying it up. Good. Kevin Durant's first 2 points here today, tying it up 2-2. Van Fleet over to Monk. Monk over to Van Fleet. Van Fleet over to Adams. Adams over to Fleet. Van Fleet trying to drive the rim for 3. No good. Allen with the rebound. Passing over to Durant. Durant down low to Irving. And he's just going to lay that one up for 2 more points. Bridges inbounding it to Van Fleet. Van Fleet to Monk. Monk driving. Never mind. He double takes. Drops back over to Washington. Washington for 3. And he swishes it. Charlotte taking the lead 5-4. Durant inbounds it to Irving. And Irving's going to just bring this one down himself. Pass over to Kurek. Down low to Durant, who lays it on up, giving the Nets back the lead. 6-5. Bridges inbounding into Van Vliet. Fleet driving down into the paint. Back to Adams, over to Monk. Monk for three! No good. Durant with the rebound. Durant up to Levert. Over to Kruik. Kruix. Over to Irving. Irving over to Durant. Durant for three! Swish! Adams inbounding it to Van Fleet. Van Fleet to Adams. Adams to Bridges. Bridges driving it home, and he gets stuffed. Levert picks that ball up, coming the other way now. Trying to make some fancy moves, unable to really get it. Finally finds some room. He gets blocked by Adams. Monk grabs that ball. Drives it. Oh, sold away by Allen. Levert gets the ball over to Irving. Irving over to Allen. Over to Irving. Irving for three. Swish. And these Brooklyn Nets are walking all over the Charlotte Hornets as Washington passes up to Van Fleet. And there's going to be a timeout by the Charlotte Hornets. Very smart move done there by the head coach calling that timeout. Brooklyn up by 7 points and starting to run away with this game too. Is not looking good for Charlotte. Charlotte has not had to come back from a lead like this, or a deficit, should I say, like this, as they're going to substitute everyone. Blair over to Rozier to the third. Rozier over to Hughes. Hughes over to Rozier. 7 on the shot clock now. Rozier driving, pulls up. No good. Durant getting that rebound. He's going to bring it up himself over to Robertson. Robertson over to Caruso? I think. Caruso over to Durant. Durant for three! No good. Hughes with the rebound there. Over to Rozier. Rozier for three. Nothing. Musa gets that rebound. Musa bringing it up himself. Has a little bit of space. Spins out. Passes over to Robertson. Robertson over to Durant. Durant backing down to Claxton, who's just going to get himself an easy 2 points on the board. Blair inbounding it to Rozier the third. Ten left in the first quarter. Rozier's just going to kill the remaining clock and get us into the second half, or second quarter, not second half. Rozier driving, has all room, lays it up. 1.2 seconds remaining on the clock, and Brooklyn has a 7-point lead. Charlotte not going to be starting with the ball either to start this second quarter, as they won the tip-off. Nets could run away with this game. Charlotte could be absolutely demolished. I don't know. It could. I mean, if Charlotte comes back, it'd be a great comeback story. But Brooklyn, their roster's just way too good. At least in the season that we're playing in. Claxton inbounding it to Durant. Durant over to Caruso. Back to Durant. Durant, all the room in the world after breaking Russo's ankles. Oh, Jesus. Blair over to Hughes. Hughes over to Blair. Blair getting pressure. Ball stolen away by Caruso. And he's going to slow his roll over to Musa, who's going to slam it home. 18-7 now the score. Blair inbounding it to Hughes. Hughes over to Rozier. Rozier laying it up. And buckets. So again, cutting the lead now to where we have to score 9 more points. Jesus. Caruso over to Durant. Durant driving the rim. Pulls up himself and doing it himself as well. Durant just doing anything and everything for these Nets. Rozier having the ball. Has space. Not going to take a shot here. Goes off another screen. Drives the rim. Lays it up. And again, down by 9 points. Musa going to inbound it to Durant. And there's going to be a timeout by the Brooklyn Nets. They didn't like that Charlotte was actually making baskets. They're like, hold up, this wasn't in the script. Let's call timeout here, reassess things. Going to see another full line change here by the Charlotte Hornets. Very interesting. League leaders, Jarrett Allen was second for field goal percentage. Kruix inbounding this one, trying to find someone, inbounding it to Irving. Allen screening for Irving. Irving drop back. No good. Allen with the rebound. Puts it up himself. No good. And Adams gets that one. Van Fleet bringing it the other way. And he stops. Van Fleet trying to drive the rim. Passing over to Washington. Washington lays it up. No good. Claxton with the rebound over to Kruix. Passing over to Irving. Irving laying. He gets a jump shot. No good. Allen with the rebound, though. And he's going to put that one away. As now Bridges inbounds it to the Van Fleet. Van Fleet over to Adams. Adams over to Monk. Monk for three. No good. Allen with the rebound over to Kruix. Kruix now coming down by himself. He's going to stop over to Claxton. Claxton from way downtown. No good. Adams with the rebound while passing it to Bridges. Bridges trying to break some ankles, and he does. Laying it on up for 2 more points. Kruix inbounding to Irving. Irving with to Claxton. Over to Kruix. Over to Irving. Irving down to Levert. Back to Irving. Irving bringing up himself, makes the basket, and gets fouled by Adams. That will be Adams' first personal foul here today. Oh, god damn it. Looking to make sure they have a 10-point lead. Oh, if Charlotte makes up the next basket, this will secure just about a double-digit lead. Unless Brooklyn just slows down offensively, and Charlotte's able to take command. Irving getting ready. Extra point is good. 25-13 is the score with about 1:40 left in the second quarter. Adams inbounded to Rivers. Rivers over to Washington. Washington over to Monk. Monk pulls up. No good. Kruix with the rebound. Passing over to Levert. Levert's now driving the basket and slams it on home. Adams inbounding it to Rivers. Rivers to Monk. And there's going to be a foul on P.J. Washington. Illegal screen. It's going to be Brooklyn's ball. Steve Adams having a great game. Just look at that block that he had. That's how he was a good block. I don't see many blocks in this game, especially from the Charlotte team. Monk guarding Levert. Levert over to Irving. Irving driving. And 2 more buckets, or 2 more points for these Brooklyn Nets. Well, Washington's going to inbound it for the Hornets. Rivers with the ball over to Washington. Washington drives the rim, lays it up, and there's 2 more points. 20 seconds left in the second. Brooklyn is probably just going to try to hold on to this ball, get a final shot, get into this second half, leading by 16 points. Irving holding on to the ball here. 6 left on the clock. Irving pulls up. No good. Washington unable to get the rebound, and Allen grabs it, lays it up. He makes the basket, just not before the buzzer rang. Durant going to inbound to Irving to start this third quarter. Again, Brooklyn up by 16. Irving over to LeVert, back to Irving. Irving fade away, no good. Adams with the rebound. Over to Van Fleet. Van Fleet over to Bridges, over to Adams. Adams. Oh, down low to Monk, and Monk going to lay it in. Do a little spinny, spirally look, and finish the basket. Over to Durant. Durant driving the basket, pulls up, no good. Adams with the rebound, over to Van Fleet. Van Fleet over to Monk. Monk over to Van Fleet, back over to Washington, back to Monk. Alley-oops it to Washington. That's what I like to see, Monk. And Charlotte starting to warm up, starting to feel themselves. As now here comes Irving trying to end this momentum by the Hornets. Fade away, no good, but Allen going to grab that in the air and put it back. Adams inbounding it to Van Fleet. And there's going to be a timeout by the Hornets, trying to save their momentum as well as develop a little bit more by taking this timeout. Alright, we're going to see 4 people taken out for the Hornets. The only person staying was Van Vliet. Miliuk gets the ball from Ramos. Over to Rozier. Rozier driving. Nothing. Laying it up, and 2 points for Rozier right there. Nice job, buddy. Nice job. Irving coming the other way. Guarded by Van Fleet, over to Allen. Allen down low to Irving. Irving puts it up, making the little jump shotter. Ramos inbounding it to Rozier. Rozier over to Ramos. Ramos for 3! No good! Allen with the rebound. Passing over to Irving, over to Caruso. Caruso, there we go. Passing over to Irving, over to Durant. Durant, alone, pulls up, and strains the bucket. 37-21. Blair inbounding it to Van Fleet. Van Fleet to Blair. Blair to Rozier. Over to Van Fleet. Fleet for three. Swish. There you are. That's what we need to see more of. Threes and good defense. Nets couldn't call a timeout here with about 2:10 remaining in the third quarter. I don't know. This game is pretty much over in my opinion. If we come back, like, holy fuck. We deserve to go to the finals and win it if we come back in this one. Alright, so Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving are top 5 for points per game. Are you fucking kidding me? Claxton inbounding it to Caruso. Caruso driving the basket over Durant. Durant pulls up and drains the bucket for 2. Ramos inbounding it to Rozier. Rozier drives, pulls up, no good. Allen with the rebound over to Musa. Musa making a move, laying it up, and there's another bucket by the not Broncos, the Nets, the Denver Nets. No, Brooklyn Nets. Oh god, dang it. Whew. Rozier with the ball. Over to Blair, over to Washington? No, Hughes. Hughes pulls up, not able to make the basket. Musa with the rebound, and he brings the ball the other way. Over to Durant. Durant trying to drive the rim, and he does. Laying it on up for 2 more points, extending this lead more. Ramos inbounding it to Rozier. Rozier to Blair. Blair to Hughes. 6 on the shot clock. Hughes laying it up. No good. Gets his own rebound. Laying it up again for 2 more points. 43-26 is the score. Nets are winning. Musa with the ball. Covered by Blair. Pass over to Durant. Durant for 3! No good! Blair with the rebound over to Hughes. Hughes crossing people up. Over to Ramos, back to Hughes, over to Rozier. 10 on the clock remaining in this third quarter. Looking to create something here. Space, Rozier for 3! No good! Allen gets it. The rebound. Allen, man, is going to have double-digit rebounds. Possibly double-digit points. I don't know. Allen definitely is getting MVP status in my opinion. Shortly followed by probably Durant. The assist of the game, brought to you by State Farm, was this fantastic assist. Oh, what an assist that was. Charlotte going to start with the ball here. Bridges inbounding it to Monk. Monk over to Adams. Adams drives the basket, laying it up in 2 points. 43-28 the score. Irving with the ball for the Nets. Driving the rim, uncontested. He just jogs his way for the easiest 2 points of his life. Bridges inbounding it to Rivers. Rivers gets the ball stolen away by Robertson. Laying it up. No good. Adams with the rebound. Over to Monk. Monk over to Bridges. And there's an offensive 3-second violation on Washington. Nets ball. We got 4 minutes left to play here in this game, and I hate to say it, I think it might be over. Robertson inbounding to Irving. Irving with the ball, breaking ankles, laying it up himself, and scoring the basket. Bridges inbounds it to Van Vliet. Van Vliet to Bridges. Bridges to Van Vliet, over to Adams. Adams to Monk. Monk for three. No good. Kruix throwing it on into Levert. Levert over to Claxton, and Claxton gets his first 2 points of today's game. 21-point difference here with 3 minutes remaining. Van Vliet with the ball. Over to Monk. Monk for three. No good. Adams with the rebound. Over to Washington, and Washington slams it home. 19-point lead now. Irving. Over to Levert. Levert driving the basket. Pulling it up. No good. Adams with the rebound. Over to Van Vliet, and Adams is on fire. Van Vliet's with it, trying to make some moves, trying to drive the rim. Pulling up, and makes the basket. Timeout by the Nets. 17 point Nets. Or are these Nets about to answer in full force and whoop our ass? Allen inbounding it to Irving. Irving pulls up, and that's no good. Adams with a rebound. Passing it over to Monk. Over to Van Vliet. Van Vliet to Monk. And there is a foul on Levert. That's going to be his first personal foul. 14 seconds left on the shot clock, as Adams is going to be inbounding it for Charlotte. Inbounding it to Washington. Washington for three, and he drains the three. There we are. 14-point lead for Brooklyn. Levert coming down for Brooklyn. Over to Irving. Irving breaking ankles, laying it up. Son of a bitch. 16-point lead again. Adams aiming out to it to Lafleet. I mean, not Levitt. Van Vliet. Oh, jeez. Van Vliet over to Monk. Monk for three, and he drains the three. 13 points lead. Kruix now with Durant. Durant driving the rim, laying it up, no good. But Washington held him on his way up. That's Washington's second personal foul. Up and good. 52-38. Durant getting ready for his second shot. It's up, and it's good. 53-38, a minute and a half left in the fourth. Let's see what these crafty Charlotte Hornets are going to be able to do. Van Vliet's by himself out wide over to Bridges. Bridges. Over to Monk. Monk going to have to lay it up, and he does. No good, but Washington picks up the rebound over to Monk. Monk shoots again, and no good again with the rebound, passing it over to Irving. 55 seconds remaining. 56 to 38. As here comes Van Fleet. Van Fleet to Adams. Adams to Monk. Four on the clock. Monk driving. Pulls up. No good. Washington with the rebound. He puts it away himself. 56 to 40. 18.3 seconds left on the clock, and that is going to do it here for today's game, as Levert should just run out the clock with himself, as that seems to apparently be what he is doing. Yep, 2, 1, and that is game. Brooklyn beats the Hornets 56 to 40. I mean, it wasn't even close the entire game. Brooklyn had full control. Charlotte had a few good sparks here and there, but just wasn't there to prepare for a whole game. Missed too many shots and didn't take action in their opportunities at all. Kyrie Irving getting player of the game here, and he gets his after-talk interview. Unfortunately, due to copyrights, I will not be able to show you guys what he is saying. Alright, getting into game number 2 here. Let's just advance to the end of the day. Get on up to June 19th. Oh, we gotta advance it another day here. Yep, advance it on up. June 19th, take a look at the game plan here against the Brooklyn Nets. See anything we need to change. Monk gets less minutes, same with Bridges. A few more minutes for PJ Washington. Adams had a fantastic game as well, so we'll give him some more minutes. Rozier, good game. I think he deserves some minutes as well. And he's actually going to get the start. I was so impressed with Rozier that he's going to get the start today along with Van Fleet. Fleet and Rozier will both start here today. Monk is going to have to ride the pine just for a little bit. Just for a little bit, though. All right, nothing too long, and let's see how we do in game number 2 against the Brooklyn Nets. And we lose pretty handily. Yeah, again, double-digit loss. That's not good. We're down 2-0 against the Brooklyn Nets. But it looks like everyone else is also down about the same to their competitors. I don't want to advance at the end of the week. Advance a day. Get up to the 21st playoff tree. Yep. Oh, Atlanta and Boston 1-1. Maybe we wanted to play Boston over these Nets. These Nets appear to be pretty good. What was I doing? I was looking for the game plan. Right. Game plan again. Last game plan didn't work. So we're going to take out Rozier again. Put back in Monk. Give extra minutes to Bridges. Cut your minutes down. Cut your minutes down. Cut yours up. 11 away. Bring up Rivers up to 13. And Bridges is going to get 10 minutes as well. Rex Bridges is going to get his first little step. Hayward's still out. If we're able to make it past this round in the playoffs, we should have Hayward back. But Hayward gone. So that's a big goal. That's another big missing piece to our team, which kind of sucks. We win. We beat the Nets 115 to 104. There we go. We're making it a series, boys. We're making it a series. All right? The Nets are not going to just be able to walk all over us. We got to teach them, like, hey, we will come in and we will kick your motherfucking ass. All right? And that appears to be what we're doing. Adams getting 30 minutes now, buddy. Wow. Impressive. Down yours. We only got one more minute? Really? I thought we had more guys to upgrade. to more minutes. Minus U by 2, upgrade U by 1, upgrade U by 1. There we go. And we want to go. No, but this lineup worked best, so I say we stick with our first line the way it is. Don't give the starting nod to Rozier. Advance end of day. Win number 2, baby. 116 to 104. That's what I'm talking about. All right, sorry for that interruption. Something popped up. So, let's see. Where are we? We're game 5, right? June 25th. We're off of 2 pretty solid wins. We gave up a lot of buckets, but you know, these I guess. But here we are, June 25th. Could take the lead in the series here. We really could. We really could take the lead. Go over to game plan. Back over to the net. Just keep on adjusting this game. Van Fleet, they're telling me to cut his minutes? Really? Has he not been playing that good or something? Whoa, Washington's minutes getting cut too. What the hell is happening? Rozier is hot, alright. And Ramos is hot as well. Okay, okay. Interesting. Myluck is also feeling it. He's feeling himself. Cut down Bridges' minutes. Cut down yours. Bring up Blair. Back up. Yep, so Bridges. Rex Bridges. I mean, he's been doing pretty good. He's been doing pretty good for this team. Let's see. Hayward. How... Projected recovery is June 29th. We might be able to get him. We might be able to get Hayward back maybe for the final game of this series against the Nets. Advance it on up. One more day. One more day. Let's come on. Fuck! It's a huge loss. 144 to 90. As always beats. You got a chance to get anything. We shouldn't. We got the better team. I'm not sure about that. Yeah! Yeah, anything can happen. Looking at the playoff tree here, let's actually advance it to end of the week. There we are. And we got a press conference. Uh-oh. Oh, what's up, press? Tay Rozier III has talked pretty openly about wanting to get more playing time. How hard is it to juggle a locker room and all the competing desires of the players? I'm just not going to make a comment. I got no comment. It's an internal matter that will be handled internally. More because of that. And everybody is in game 6. Boston up on Atlanta 3-2. 3-2. In all of these series. And now we got a chance at home to beat the Nets. I just realized the home team has won every single time. The home team has won so far. So we might get a chance to force game 7. Able to force 7. That could be huge. Anything can happen in one game, and I think that we'll do it. I think that we will win this series if we can force a game 7. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it in my bones, Mr. Krabs. I'm feeling it in my bones. All right, so small forward. We can put. Oh, you know what? Pick you and then put you. I don't think. Small forward, power forward. Small forward, power forward. Okay, okay. Still in. That's good. And then substitute Van Fleet over there. So that'll be what we're with. June 20th. Recovery. So I don't know But if we're able to force a game 7, come on. Guys, boys, I'm hitting the button. What is it? The Charlotte Hornets have been eliminated. Fuck. 126 to 120. It's unfortunate. It really is unfortunate, but fuck, that was a good season. The NBA champions are the Atlanta Hawks, making a comeback against the Celtics, I guess. Making a 2-game comeback and winning. So congratulations to the Atlanta Hawks on winning the NBA championships. Finals MVP goes to John Collins. All right, 27.8 points per game, 8.4 rebounds per game, 0.6 assists per game, 0.6 shots per game? Is that what SPG means? I don't know. Field goal, 0.638 field goal percentage and a .455 three-pointer percentage. All right, so not, like I said, not a bad season at all. So finals were Hawks versus Grizzlies. Not a bad season at all. Unfortunate the way it ends, but to go from being a bottom 3 team, to this, that's impressive in 1 year. And not to mention, everyone on our roster is getting better. So even with that, we should make it. If we can make it to the second round of the playoffs with this, next year we should be pretty set. We might be on track to actually win the finals next season. Now, what story? Enjoy all this. We will get on into the off season. And until next time, guys, see you all later. Bye bye.